Welcome back to another episode of Millennials and Marriage, where couples go from surviving to thriving.
That's right.
We are your hosts and hostess.
That's right.
Hi.
Hey, boo. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Fired up. It's going to be a great episode.
Okay. What are we talking about today?
My fellas won't like it. But then again, I guess the ladies need this advice too.
Okay.
Today, we're going to talk about what to do while you wait on a break. Pending possible time to separate.
This is important.
Yeah.
And I don't take it lightly. You know, I was born to a single mom at 17 years old. And she told me, honey, you can have and be and do anything you want in this world. You just have to be willing to work hard for it.
You gotta know, you could always have more than you got now, because you could always become more than you are. And this is Millennials and Marriage.
Especially millennials. We're always going on breaks. Not us, but we, as in the culture.
Okay.
All right. What do we do?
So when you're married and you go on a break.
Oh, the agony. How long? Where I'm asleep.
We need some space. We got to work through some things.
It's a vast universe. What do you mean space?
Navigate.
You want me to go to Mars?
Navigate through
Mercury?
some things. You asked our production team
Neptune?
to put out some chocolate for today's episode.
Pluto? That's what you don't do on a break. It's like, right? You just, honey, let me back. Let me back. What do we say? Take me back.
Isn't it interesting, though?
Mm-hmm.
That's you,
Mm-hmm.
which I love because that shows you want to fight
Oh,
for
yeah.
us.
Where are you going?
However, I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to use a break as an opportunity to act out, do what they want.
I wanted one of those before.
It's like a permission.
We used to,
We're on a break.
we used to call it something, though. Like a hall pass. No, that's different, huh? You ever heard of a hall pass?
Yeah, but not in our relationship.
I know, but isn't it along the same lines?
Sure.
Or no, hall passes were good. Okay, never mind. I
Okay.
don't know. Anyway,
I mean, I've never had one of those, so I don't know what it is.
I didn't even use them in high school. I just went to the bathroom. I didn't use no hall pass.
Gotta get up and go.
My mom used to say, the school's not buying you no underwear. So if they don't let you go to the bathroom, you have to use it in your underwear. They're not buying it, so don't ask. Tell them you're going to the bathroom. So anyway.
Okay. So a break can feel like ages. You don't want it to happen. Or a break could feel like this is an opportunity to have a free-for-all.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what a healthy break should look like in a biblical marriage.
Let's talk what it looks like.
Actually, I don't know if those go together, but
Let's talk about secular first.
yes.
Let me tell you what I'm used to. And when I say I,
Okay.
as a millennial, I know it's in our culture as millennials and our timing. And forget that. I'm going to talk about me. Let's talk about me.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's talk about our experience.
If I wasn't, because I did want a break for that, not even to like screw around. Maybe, actually, let me take that back. Maybe, I think it was, here's the truth, to screw around. That don't mean having sex with everybody. Screwing around means, man, I'm going to go with my boys to the club, spend some money, bottles, millennial secular stuff, right? So it wasn't, are girls going to be there? Yeah. Is it potential where you get in trouble? Duh. It's like suicide. Why even put yourself there? But I'm talking.
Single people, alcohol, yeah.
And mad at my spouse.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good combination for
It's
success.
a good recipe for disaster.
Oh, what an idiot. Okay, I know. So, anyway, no, but let's get deep on it though. Seriously, that's a human response to trauma. That's a real thing. I mean, if you look back in your parents, and I'm not sure you ever heard your parents fight. It's even like a movie
Definitely.
scene. You always see the drunk dad, or not even drunk, the dad storming out the door and coming back in the morning time. It's a getaway, if you will.
Yeah, and you have that. Also, there's that fight or flight.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So when there's issues, some people want to fight, meaning let's handle it now, let's get through it now. Some people have that flight. Like,
Yeah.
I just need to get away response.
Fight or flight response, right?
Yeah.
But in that moment, fight is a couple different fights. It's not after the fact where you're fighting for your marriage, right? It's in that moment, like I'm fighting my wife. We're arguing, right? And some people are like, no, I'd rather fight. I'll go stay at a hotel. I'm gonna stay at my mom's for the night or my dad's for the night or
To
whatever.
cool off. People need time to cool off.
Yeah.
But are you using that time to truly cool off and process emotions and think logically, not emotionally? Or is it just an excuse for reckless behavior?
Let's talk about it. Because if I'm drinking,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't spent the night away from my wife. So my mind, and it says it in scripture, and that's why Jesus say, don't be a drunkard, because the devil is looking for those type of minds, right? So a corrupted, drunken mind, that is. So, okay, let's walk down this road. We get in this huge blow up. I'm like, all right, I'm out of here. We're mad at each other. And human response, some people go hit the weight room. Some people go smoke. Some people go drink. Some people go gossip, right? If I went, me, I'm a loner. I'm going to go sit in the corner and I'm going to go, thank goodness we got a couple different houses. We'll go to another house, right? But in reality, when we didn't, it's like, okay, I'm going to just disappear. It's almost an excuse to, I've been with my wife all these years. We haven't slept away from each other in years. It's almost like, when you get a sleepover, when you get to go to a friend's sleepover, you're not around your parents. It's kind of like
new
freedom.
Environment.
It's a new environment, right? So it leads to things that it probably shouldn't.
Okay.
The bar, which leads to the next bar, which leads to the homie, which leads to the strip club, which leads to, man, let's just go to Vegas. And none of that is good together.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm mad at you too, yeah, no, that's probably not a good thing.
Okay.
So what do we do?
Yeah.
First of all, that was just kind of a man's perspective. Your turn.
Okay.
What have you seen in this? Naturally, what have you seen?
Well, I think we should talk about where we were. We went on a break in our marriage, and I was at a point where enough was enough. And I felt like I had put my foot down so many times.
You're saying going into the break.
Going into the break.
Speak.
Yeah. So when we went on our break, I had, attempted to set boundaries with you and upheld standards, and the line of respect was crossed.
Big time.
And I was like, enough is enough. And I left.
Yeah.
Because I knew I'm not going to stay in a space where I wasn't being valued and appreciated. And that's how your actions made me feel at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So our break started because I didn't know. I knew that I wasn't going to continue on the way things were.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed to make it very clear to you that I was serious.
Yeah.
And our time apart was a lot of counseling individually at first, right? So counseling, mentorship, seeking out guidance, not from the world, but from married people that had strong faith, and just trying to get clear, and at the same time, you had let me know for a very long time that you needed help. And this was now your chance to go get that help.
Yeah. I was actually looking forward to a break until I realized that a break can end up being a breakup. Mm-hmm. And that's where I took you for granted. I'm like, all right, she's going good. Actually good. I get a night off, maybe 2 nights, blow off some steam.
Oh, really? You're excited about this?
I was chilling, not excited, but I'm like, thank goodness, right? And again, that came from a very immature place, spiritually, foundationally, as a man. But remember, and I won't say dates, but remember about 2 weeks before that, what I kind of said to you? Mm-hmm. You remember?
Kept saying you wanted help.
I kept saying I need some help.
Yep.
And then I kept saying, honey, I need to get away.
Yep.
And I just didn't know how to say, I need a break from our marriage. That's the truth. Mm-hmm. I didn't know, because there's no proper way to say that. Yeah. Let me tell you why. Because the woman take a break from me. Am I not pretty enough? I do the dishes. I provide, and you need a break from me. Like, what do you? So
like,
again,
is all I do not enough?
It's all I do not enough, and I didn't want that on you, because all you do is beyond and enough. But again, we didn't have the tools that we have now for you to discern, okay, this isn't about me. And I think, and I'm speaking to a lot of the wives out there, truthfully, because a lot of the husbands, we just don't know how to say it without knowing we're going to hurt your feelings.
Right.
Because what goes to your head? Oh, what's a break mean? Someone else, someone this, someone that. You need
Right. Is there someone else? Is this an opportunity to be unfaithful? Yeah, I think that's very common for the mind to go there. So when you said you needed a break, what did you need time to do?
I don't, and that's a very good question because I don't know. That's the real
So
truth.
that's the space to process.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I knew exactly what I was going to do. Remember, I was going to go on that trip in Oregon.
Yeah, solo trip.
Yeah, I was going to take a solo trip, sit in the darkness, Aaron Rodgers, right? But I just needed to get away. I was going to just camp out.
And I do want to make something clear. This doesn't mean like if you're having a little rough patch or you're having your differences, like, oh yeah, a break is the solution.
That was after you letting me get away with like 5 things.
Yeah, we had gone through, it was now a cycle and a pattern, and it wasn't healthy.
But what I appreciate about you realize it was the same thing happening around the same people with the same substances.
Right.
Right?
It was the 100%
The
environment.
The
Yeah.
environment. And by the way, let's not take me off the hook though. I'm not saying that from a place of it's not my fault because
Absolutely.
I'm the genesis of all of it.
And I think we made that very clear. Like, it doesn't excuse the behavior.
No.
Like this, I think if someone is overcoming alcohol addiction,
You shouldn't be around.
you shouldn't be around people that are going to drink.
Yeah.
And you probably shouldn't be at a bar, right?
Right.
So obviously that person needs to go through recovery in the process, and it's on them.
Mm-hmm.
But what environment are they in that's cultivating, healing, or destroying?
Yeah. I went through a period, it was probably 18 months, huh? Like just something kept popping up for me, stimulating me mentally in ways that wanted me to go in other directions. That's just the truth.
And that alone is so important because we've talked about before on this podcast, you know, like when we talked about why infidelity happens, it's so easy to think like, oh, he's this way because I'm not good enough, right?
Right.
And for you having this pattern of things that kept coming up, that means, no, there's something, it's you, not me.
Yeah, no, it was.
There's something deep rooted.
And you hear that in movies. It's me, not you. And then now we've watered that down. Now women don't even believe that.
Right.
But that's men really saying, it's really not you.
Right.
It really is me.
Right.
Like, you perfect, you fine, you're gorgeous, you're sexy, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're brilliant, you're amazing, you cook, you clean. Our sex is great. But I got some stuff. Watch this. I got some stuff. I got some stuff. I got some stuff. And I got some stuff that I need to figure out.
Right.
Because that my gut, my heart, my mind, they're operating on completely different frequencies. Like, I was reading Romans 7 the other day. Oh my gosh. I meant to bring it up to you. Paul was so deep. And he was explaining how I do things I don't want to do.
Yeah.
I think I talked to you about this before.
Yeah, we have.
And Paul's the number one disciple of Jesus Christ. He says, I'm doing these things that I don't want to do. It's the sin within me. We're born in a sinful nature. And here's the truth. I think about it. Okay. You ever hear of a beautiful celebrity woman getting cheated on? And I don't want to name drop any of them because there's a ton who we look up to in the sense of on that celebrity status, not like it's, people, but and we ask ourselves, how did he cheat on her?
Right.
Her? And there's a bunch of those musicians, actresses, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that alone tells you, though, okay, it's a reoccurring thing in these men. And it just goes to a lot of it is biology. A lot of it is trauma. A lot of it is all the unmet needs that we speak about on a couple episodes.
Yeah.
So my point is, getting away, very, very, very long answer, by the way. What they say, long story short. Long story short.
Which usually,
I always say short story long.
because it's always going to be long.
Short story long.
When everyone says long story short, I'm like, oh, about
It was,
to,
it was already long, right? Short, how do I say it incorrectly?
Long story short. Short story long.
Short story long. I was either going to Here's the truth. You want the truth? In front of the whole world?
Yeah.
The whole world. I was going to see, here's in my head anyway. I'm like, okay, let me get away. Because I had one of our mentors, old mentors, not anymore, but from a previous deal. Remember that story he told? He said, man, before I went and married such and such, I went to Hawaii. I just sat on the beach by myself. And I watched all these bikinis run by me. And I did nothing. And I knew I was married. I don't know how much of that I believe. I'm sure he did a few things and said, I got it out my system. And now I'm ready to get married. But I was probably going to go see how I feel is my point. All right, I'm by myself. Should I try something? Should I do something? Did I not get all that promiscuity out of my system? Do I want something new? Do I want something different? I never had the inclination that I wanted to be with anybody else. I want to marry anybody else. That I wanted to make love to anybody else. Sex and hooking up is completely different from making love.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, D, what do you want? Maybe I need to get away to figure out what I want. Again, I'm making a point. All of this was the discord. None of this was on the same frequency.
Right.
My reproductive organs and my gut and my heart and my mind. And think about everything I keep naming. I haven't named God one time, have I?
Right.
Woo!
He wasn't at the center then.
Center.
He was not at the center.
And I said center. He wasn't in the arena. He wasn't in the parking lot.
Right.
Wasn't in the same zip code. When I say he, I should say I. I wasn't. It was just fleshly cravings, the world. And here's the simple truth of most men. I won't speak for all of you guys, but for most men, I could probably get away with it. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. Nobody's gonna find out. I'm gonna be happier when I get home to my wife. I'm fulfilled. And it's gonna give me shame. Like, man, why? By the way, because here's the truth: a lot of men, most of us, after a couple minutes, we're like, why did I do that?
Yeah, until they do find out, and it does hurt something. That's the thought pattern before the ramifications of actions unfold.
Then it blows up in your face. All your friends know about it. All your company knows about it. You lose business partners. You lose friends. You lose money. You got it.
Yeah.
Big mistake. Big mistake.
Yep.
But all of it, I'm grateful because it brought me to the Lord. That's the truth. I'm beyond. It brought me back. My grandma used to say all the time, boy, if you don't go find God, he going to come find you.
That's right.
And she sure did. So it's awesome. But I think this episode is titled What to Do While You Wait.
That's right.
Yeah, because that's important, what not to do. So let's talk about it. Actually, you go first. Ladies first.
Yeah, I would love to.
Woman's perspective, wife's perspective, breakup
Woman's
perspective.
What not to do. What's interesting about us hitting our rough patch is I had a previous relationship where we went through some things and I highly defended the person and I didn't share anything and I was very alone through the process.
So true.
And looking back, I regret it because
I thought that too.
because when we didn't work out and I did finally reach out to a strong network of support, they were like,
When you and that person didn't work out.
yes, when me and that previous relationship didn't work out, my support, it was such a relief to have support. And I was like, I can't believe I tried to navigate this by myself for so long. So with that, yeah.
I see. Okay.
And defend this person that did me so wrong, right?
You've never told me this.
Yeah.
This is really eye-opening for me.
So
This part. This is good.
So when we went through our rough patch,
I know why.
my initial response was, I'm not going to defend him. I'm hurt, right? I'm not going to defend him. And the truth is, that was a mistake. It almost makes me emotional.
That's good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because I didn't defend you. Like, I allowed myself to be very vocal with my hurt. And I shared it with, now, looking back, too many people.
Yeah.
And I regret it. I really do, because, I shared it with people that truthfully weren't cheering for us.
No.
That's what's so
They wasn't.
interesting about it. Like, why was I so compelled to speak to people that weren't on our side?
At all.
Yeah.
These people are already looking for reasons to not be a part of our lives.
Destroy.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important to be cautious of who we surround ourselves with.
Yeah. That whole time, like that first week, I'm like, why is she talking to all of these single girls?
Yeah.
Not our pastor,
Because here's the truth.
not our mentor who's a
100
married, successful woman.
100%. Because I wanted to feel supported.
Yeah. And those are
as
your girls.
as I navigated,
Those are your
right? Yeah,
girls,
and those are girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward, when we started to surround ourselves with people that were of faith and that were married, every single one of them, the first thing they would do, pray for us,
Every single one of them.
encourage us.
Yeah.
They even if I was mad at you or upset or didn't know where we were gonna go, they gave hope.
Yeah.
Because they were like, so many of them open up about things they've been through.
Let me jump in on that.
Yeah.
Because we finally got the answer to your infamous question answered through our process.
That's right.
Watch this. Everywhere we go, literally walking on a beach in Hawaii, there's 80-year-old couples. Whenever we go to Napa, anywhere, right? At a restaurant, or it could be at McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Whenever there's an older couple and they've been together for decades, it looked like, and we ask them, like, oh my, how long you guys been married? They're like 45 years, 30 years, 20 years, 50 years. My wife said, we had a friend today celebrate her 35th wedding anniversary, right?
Yeah.
And beautiful. 35 years, 60 years old. And my wife says the same question every time. She says, what's the secret?
Yeah.
Right? And we got the answer without getting the answer. Here's the secret. She decided to stay with him through all his crap. They're 80 years old. No, they're 90.
Vice versa. I'm sure some of them wanted to stay with her through her crap.
100%, right? They're 90 holding hands, so it's cute because we only see them as great grandparents.
Yep.
That just means they've been through some stuff
They
at
have
20,
been through
at
some
30,
stuff.
at 47, when he had an affair and left the church and had to close down because he was the pastor. What?
Right.
That's crazy. We did not see that because we equate God and holy people, quote unquote, versus secular people. We forget that's how they got there.
100%. That is how they got
That's
there.
how do you get there?
Right. Everyone I know that has strong faith has been through some things.
Some deep things.
Very deep things.
It says it all over Scripture. I am your
right.
refuge. Right?
That's right.
The Lord's our refuge.
Yep.
So what not to do? Gossip is what you're saying.
Gossip is what not to do.
Which is a deadly sin, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like, and again, it's not for me to say what to do, but it's just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
Because now when I
that's one
see
example.
these people, I just kind of
Yeah. Smile and say what's up.
I do like that. Because like I know how y'all feel about me, and I know what you
True.
said.
And
Hold on. Forgetting that. Remember when your husband went through that, and I did the exact opposite. I loved on you and him. I encouraged you and him. I said, y'all got this.
we've done
But then
that
it
for
was
many
me.
people.
Literally, my phone crickets.
Yep.
Crickets. So, you know what they say? All your friends ain't your friends.
That's true.
But God bless them. But not to beat up on them, they probably just don't have the tools either.
Sure.
Right? Fight or flight. We talked about it earlier.
And I'm going to be very honest. That season in our life revealed the relationships and associations and friendships we want in our life.
Mm-hmm.
And also the relationships, associations, friendships we don't want in our life.
It taught us great lessons too on, because you are who you attract. Your tribe is your vibe, and your vibe is your tribe. So it's like, okay, a lot of these people, and beautiful people too. I'm not knocking no one. Whoever's not our friend anymore, I still love them.
Yeah, of course.
I miss them, and I wish them well, and I love that season of our life.
Mm-hmm.
But we're moving on in life. I'm not sitting here twiddling my thumbs, losing sleep. That's for sure. I was losing sleep over you, no doubt about that. But the point is, it's like, okay, why did I attract them into our life at that point? that led up to, oh, okay, that was the lesson.
Right.
Love it. Thank you for the
Okay.
lesson.
That's good.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's good, babe. Thank you for sharing that. You got really emotional too, boo-boo.
Yeah.
That's all right.
You know, I want to bring up another thing too, because I
Mhm.
mentioned a previous relationship I had. That relationship gave me a good example of a bad example. And what I mean by that is when we broke up, it was literally just severed. There was nothing. There was never closure. And, you know, it was almost like a form of abandonment in a way.
Yeah.
And I remember with you and I being on our break, you were always still there,
Mm-hmm.
even uninvited.
It's my house.
You would just show up.
It's my house.
And I'd be like, I thought we're on a break.
It's my house.
And
Hey,
suddenly you had to check the mail, and suddenly you didn't have enough underwear, and suddenly
I had to come drive an hour home to take out the trash for you. I had to take out the trash, fellas. You've
because
been
our
tripping
housekeeper doesn't do that.
on me taking out the trash. I had to take out the trash. And you needed flowers. And you needed groceries. And you needed food. And you needed to see my face. But here's the truth. I just needed to see you. And we all say that as men. So that was special because it did work for us. But let me talk about what we shouldn't do on a break. If we're on a real break and it's respectful, it's amicable, it's healthy, and like we agree, we didn't just like drive off and not talk for 3 weeks.
We did kind of have some plans in place, or
We had contingency plans, right?
That's right.
Because we have responsibilities, right? We still got mortgages and cars and parents we take care of, et cetera, right? Stuff.
Yep.
Normally, though, what I see with my fellas, I'm gonna look at the camera. I'm gonna look at this camera too, at my camera. Here's what I see with fellas. Let me tell you what women don't want. A man that's desperate. Because when she got with you, you was confident, you was swaggy, you were fun, did I say confident already? You were swole up and you were fit, hitting the gym. And now you come back whining and crying.
begging.
And it gets crazy though. Like I know someone, like his ex-wife, until this day, like 7 years later, he has logins to all her accounts because he knows her social and email. So you could always if you know that much about someone, I think you could just change the password, her emails, her WhatsApp, her FaceTime. He knows every conversation she's had for 7 years.
Okay, it's obsessive.
And he went and got remarried. She did it. She's still single to this day.
What?
And he stalks her like crazy.
Okay.
You know him too. I'll tell you when we get off.
Yeah, I'm like, who is this person?
Dude, when I tell you who it is, you're gonna be like, what? I know. Yep, exactly. So anyway, my point is, that's what you don't do. I've seen, because you drive her away with that. A lot of men lose their woman who they're trying to get back with in the separation season because we think about what she's doing because we think about what we probably would be doing.
Yep. That insecurity.
Oh, she got free time? Especially...
He's projecting onto her.
He's projecting onto her. She got free time?
Who's she talking to?
Who's she talking
Who's she
to?
with?
Who's she DM me? What other info is she gathering about me that I don't even want to come out?
Yeah.
Who's that one person that's been DMing her that I don't even know about, and this is finally his time to kind of, you just panic. You completely lost her.
Okay.
Completely lost her. Here's what to do. Way easier said than done. Give her space. Give her space. Give her space. Like literally. My wife taught me that. It's called the takeaway. Right? Give her space. Not for you. Women are more of an emotional showing than men most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. So again, when emotions are high, intelligence is low. Give her space. Give her space. How long? I think you guys should talk about how long. A week? Talk about it, right? A week? Hey, in a week, am I allowed to check in? And that's nothing I would ever ask my wife. I would tell her, hey, no problem. I'm checking in a week. Knowing me, it'd be like 3 days.
Yeah.
I'm not going 72
what happened
hours.
to a week?
Yeah, a week, please. No, you know why? Because our primal, what you fell for when we got together, that comes back. She's mine. What do you mean she's She's out. I'm used to protecting her for the last 6 or 7 years. She who's filling up her car right now? That's my job. So I'm like, well, if you kept doing that, bro, you wouldn't have got to this place.
Right.
It's just a natural reoccurring thing. So what not to do? Don't blow her up. Don't stalk her social media. I think you guys should not look at each other's stuff, who she's hanging out with, who she's clubbing with, whatever. By the way, let her do it. I'm actually looking forward to it. Do you, boo-boo. What they say? Do you, boo-boo, right?
Yeah.
That's what not to do. I agree. But then at the same time, now let's go get around some godly men.
Right.
Let's get around some strong men. And if you fail, go get around men, not who are just successful. I want to be around the men who fail. The one thing I did, I stopped talking. Well, they stopped talking to me. It's kind of mutual. Like my business partners, quote unquote, successful, done with communication. I want to talk to some men who fail. Because my guys, we project this perfect card, and this is not true. I'm gonna be around some men who fail. I want to be around some men who got back up. I want to be around some men who got shamed and embarrassed, and their wife is still with them. Their church is still with them. Their business is still with them. Their friends are still with them. Because I say, okay, what qualities do I need to develop to where my friends, my family, my church, my business partners say, okay, DaJuan messed up, but I know his heart. Because clearly I don't have it if some people left. And obviously 99% of people we still talk to and we're great with, right? But some of our closer inner circle, they just felt the way, and I understand. But the point is, that's what I did. I'm like, let me go get around some people. And I went on a world tour.
Yeah.
I'm not telling everybody to do that, but I did. I had to go find the Lord. I went to the Holy Land, I went all up over there, Egypt, you name it. I was all over there, man, for weeks. I was gone in temples, synagogues, just sitting there trying to find the word. Thank God I did.
We went on healing retreats.
That's coming out of it. Yeah, we did. All right.
Marriage retreat.
Well, we ain't got there yet. We ain't back together yet. We still separated.
Okay.
You're giving away another episode, girl.
Okay.
But how much time? Where we at?
And you did send me on a solo trip when you got back from yours because you said it was so good for your soul.
I sent my wife to the south of France by herself. And I don't know too many husbands that would do that. But I said, go. No problem. Hey, you know what? I'm going to fund it.
You sponsored my trip.
My treat. Enjoy. South of France. You've been trying to get me to take you there for like 5 years or something, huh?
I loved it.
Oh, man.
But what did I say? I want to go back with you.
Mm-hmm. And we going.
Yeah.
We going?
Yeah, let's go.
We going. All right, so what not to do? Blow up our phone, be a crazy stalker. And then you literally turn into the crazy ex-boyfriend or husband, and that's not okay. Let's talk about if kids are involved.
Okay.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Depending on age. Let's save that for another episode.
Okay.
How to separate with kids. Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do it, because that's a whole episode.
Yeah.
Because we've been through that with our parents more than we want. Okay, cool. So what not to do, right? We went over what not to do. We went over what to do. All right, so let's talk to the fellas. Cut communication, but ask for permission, or at least let her know, hey, I'm going to check in 7 days or 3 days. And it has to be amicable, though. And it has to be, what's the word when you agree? Agreeable?
Yep.
Agreeable. What's the word when you agree? Agreeable.
Yes.
gotta be agreeable, right? You guys gotta talk it out. Hey, I'm gonna take this much space. I think it's funny. I had a friend, like him and his girl separated, but like they were still sharing location, and I'm like, dude, that's not separated. The whole point is for you two to be separated.
Figure some stuff out.
All right, you go get some help. Literally cut communication. That's very much easier than said than done. But it is the most simple thing. Cut communication. Don't just show up. Don't beg. Don't plead. Let that little bit of time go by. And then if you need to do all that after, then we could talk about that too, right? So that's what I got with the fellas.
And hopefully there's a plan in place, right? Like we're not here saying, oh yeah, take a break to take a break. Once again, like there were things that drastically needed to change for us.
Yeah.
And we used that time intentionally.
Yeah.
And we knew we both had agreements of things we were going to work on.
Yeah.
And it's almost like you're earning back trust.
I
is
think we
what
need
you're
to mention
doing.
those two before this end.
Yeah.
We both got counselors.
Yep.
We both got a therapist, and we both got separate pastors. Huh.
Guiding us.
On the topic of marriage.
Correct.
Yeah, we had 3 separate.
Marriage, restoration.
Yeah. Best thing we
So-
ever did. And the crazy part, fellas, my wife's been begging me for us to do that for years. And of course, didn't do it until I needed it. So
Isn't it interesting? It takes something drastic for those tools to come into place.
yeah, it's kind of
So that would really be my prayer. I mean, obviously, hopefully no one has to go through a break, but it does happen.
Yeah, it happens.
And my prayer is that everyone gives the space, the grace that's needed to heal. And if both people are healing and working towards that individually, I mean, there can be victory on the other side.
Totally. And it will be. And we're praying for you guys. Reach out to us.
Absolutely.
That's her hashtag, or is it at? That's her at. This is my at. I'm sure it'll pop up here or here because we're just filming live right now, but it's going to pop up somewhere. Reach out. We got some email links coming for you guys, some funnel links, all that stuff. Let's be in touch. We're coming out with a worksheet that that couples are going to do. It's going to be awesome. And we want to be in touch.
Yeah.
We want to hear about your progress. It's going to be awesome. Tune in. Millennials in Marriage. See you guys in a bit.
Blessings.